What's up, fellow clashers? It's Apollyon here, able to bring you the latest war recap of just a random war of WHF2 versus War and Glory. And as you can see, pretty defiant victory. Maybe they're coming off the invite championship and I don't know, taking a little break or whatever, but 86 to 80, almost the perfect war for WHF2, just not being able to 3-star all of the Town Hall 11s. But we did get a chance to put in some 11v11 attacks, and let's go ahead and show you just War and Glory. If you guys aren't familiar with them, most people know War and Glory very, very well. Extremely competitive, very good Clash FPC clan. There you go, and we'll just skip down here so you can take a quick look at that. And then of course we can do ours real fast. You guys can put it on pause if you want to see it any better than that. And let's do the 6-pack shout out for those that you hadn't seen on that list already. There we go. 11 Town Hall 11 v10, Town Hall 10. Look, we got one 6-pack from Kukulana, and a Town Hall 9 6-packers. I hope I didn't forget anybody. If I did, I apologize. One of the cool things is that Town Hall 11 v10, one of them was Town Hall 11 v11. So let's go ahead and start off with that one as we jump into this war. And we're going to look at that right here, STIJN. Going in with a kind of like a bitch attack here, but using a queen walk from around the noon or 11 o'clock all the way down to breaking in at 9 o'clock, I think, is what we're going to do here. Dropping the warden behind. We're going to speed things up for this particular part because it's just a long queen walk, queen charge. And then we've got some witches and bowlers that do the funneling on that 6 o'clock area, taking out those defenses as well as any trash buildings that they can possibly get. The Eagle artillery is already activated. Queen has broken in with the warden there at 9 o'clock, and the king and the rest of the kill squad is going to come right in through the gut at 7 o'clock. And I think, though, I don't know if there's a wall breaker fail or what, but they're going to have to heal up there with that Eagle artillery hitting a group of bowlers. And then we're going to send them in here raged up and have to deal with the clan castle. Hopefully there's some wizards. I think there's definitely some witches there that will be able to take care of that baby dragon in there, although the baby dragon is still standing. We need to get some witches in there ASAP. Queen is finally taking out this Eagle artillery, freezing the back end of that Inferno, or the back end of the base where the Inferno is, to help these bowlers and everything else push through. King is going to come in there and get a couple swipes on there. He is not going to be able to finish that Inferno, so the bowler is going to step up. Look at that bowler with no hit points left, and it is, yeah, it is, there it goes. It goes down, but just a hero bowler there taking care of that. We're going to speed things up as the witches, bowlers, and everything makes their way through the base. Queen finally using her ability, but standing in full health with those healers behind her. It doesn't really matter at this point what goes down, as the queen can finish it up herself, but very nice hit. I think we had like 3 more 11v11 tries, so that was pretty neat. Let's jump into our 10v11 here, and we'll speed this up a little bit. We'll put it on 2 speed just because we've got a lot of attacks to go through, and we've got bowlers. We're going to do this 4 speed. So we've got bowlers coming in at 2 o'clock, and the queen coming in at 9 o'clock to go take care of some of this funneling. And then we'll slow it down here to 2 speed. We've got the king bowlers, just a massive gobo coming in here at the core, and they're going to freeze up that Inferno tower. They are going to take out the Eagle artillery, and then finally come in and take out that town hall. And at this point, it's just about percentage. Not going to be able to get too much more percentage, only because that lava hound is going to make things more complicated, and the wizard will get down a couple of buildings, which is pretty key in this attack. So good way to start us off. All right, let's go to our 11v10 dip, and this one we're going to do semi-mass minor. I think the queen is walking from 3 o'clock, is it? don't remember all these, but look at the base has got those 4 air defenses. No, it's going to be at 6 o'clock. 4 air defenses at one side, actually right in the middle at 2 o'clock. All those air defenses. So the queen is going to be able to do a pretty decent walk depending on how we treat her. And we've got funneling going in here. All the miners are going down from 4 to 3 with a pretty clear-cut path. The king did his job funneling at the 3 o'clock area, and the queen is going to take out the enemy king. And we just have to deal with this clan castle, not the lava hound so much, but more like that pesky loon that is doing some serious splash damage to those miners. We have 4 heals and 1 rage. One of them has just been used, one of the rage has been used. The queen does go down, but I think we've got so many healers that they're going to heal up the miners, so it's gonna be a good thing. So healers plus heal equals super healed. And then we've got miners coming up at the 1 o'clock area all the way through the core. So that king, the healers are going to switch on the king, and I'm just so surprised that this king does not go down, especially without ability. That just shows you how many hit points this king has, that it can withstand Inferno Tower for like a year before it goes down. We've got the healers trying to make their way to that Inferno Tower because they're certainly going to get there before the king does. Going to hit a giant bomb, but a couple of the other miners are going to come up from that storage and finally take it out. That king still has not gone down yet. It's just amazing to me. I think he's been standing there for at least 20-30 seconds, and he finally, the Inferno Tower finally goes down. He's going to be able to make his way through the rest of the raid, although it is going to be punching on a wall. All right. Let's go to number 8, I think it is. There we go. Val taking on this base on a 10v10. Just a really cool hit here with pretty much mass miner. The queen is going to go from 3 o'clock until 12 o'clock and just using 2 healers. So just keep that in mind. I love the different types of compositions on whatever will work for the base because obviously not needing to have all those healers extra 28 spaces, tons of extra miners. I think the queen does die all the way out towards that wizard tower up there, but it's going to pop the ability, and at least it's going to do tons of funneling work here. So that's what's really important for this miner attack. We've got a rage in the core, and we've got 2 heals to push these miners through. Poison down for the queen and for the loon that finally goes down, and I think this is where the queen checks out of the raid. There we go, boom. And look at this healer, it's going to switch on the miner. So it's going to be able to keep up with a lot of these point defenses, although one of the healers does take a seeking air mine, so that is the end of that healer. But we've got the miners coming through. We've got tons of them all over the place in the core, in the outer compartments, and we've got a lava hound that is doing absolutely nothing to them whatsoever. So very nice, nicely done. No giant bombs are going to be next to that Inferno Tower except for one. So it's not going to be like a double giant bomb spot. Not standing under heals, it's not going to be a problem for them. Let's speed this up a little bit, and we're just going to watch these miners just wreck the rest of the space. There's only a mortar there to distract them, and then they just got to take care of the rest of these buildings, which is a 3. Very nice hit on, I believe, what is a max Town Hall 10, except for a couple walls. So really cool to see that. Let's look at one more Town Hall 10. We're going to do a spotlight on our 6-pack hitter, but let's go ahead and see which one it is. All right, Trevor. That's right, another 10v10, so 4 in total. Doing a goboho, so on a pretty decent Town Hall 10 base as well, all max expos, and I think those are level 3 infernos, but I'm not 100% sure. Max wizard tower, so it's definitely not a simple base to hit. We've got the queen without a healers coming in there semi-naked, and her job is to do some of that funneling there, take out those defenses. Still hasn't popped the ability yet. There we go, there is the ability. Hitting a giant bomb as well, which is always good for hog attack as well as bowlers. And then she is finally going to get taken out by well, I don't know, she kind of snuck by that Inferno. Oh, it gets her back again. Alright, so the Inferno Tower is going to take her out, but now we've got a bunch of bowlers coming in there with those golems and king. We've got a Lava Hound and a Loon in the CC, which just makes it a little bit simpler to deal with, especially since that queen is gone. There's going to be nobody hitting any of those CC troops, so that Hound is going to just kind of hover around for the rest of the war. We've got a haste going in for those hogs, because we want to haste hogs in, and freezing that Inferno Tower. We have no more Inferno Towers that we have to deal with. Bomb Tower there is going to go off, but they're standing in heals at that point. Tons of spring traps outside, a giant bomb, but these hogs have it covered. They just jump it right into that heal from that last bomb tower, and then we just have 3-point defenses on cannons of and that's going to be not a problem for them to take care of. Oh, and an archer tower as well. So we've got hogs cleaning up, we've got wizards cleaning up on the opposite side, and that Lava Hound still is doing absolutely nothing except trying to pound on a golem. Is that golem full? I think the golem is full as well. It hasn't even broken yet, so really nice. Let's go ahead and jump into just a couple Town Hall 9 attacks, and alright, so this one is just a cold-blooded go. I think there's hogs in the clan castle. Let's see what's going on there. I think it's just a classic cold-blooded goho. But we'll see what happens here with 4 heals. That's usually what it is. That golem is going to walk right into that king and just basically say what you got, and the other king is going to come and take him out then, along with the help of a couple wizards and a queen. That enemy king is down, and then we've got 0 wall breakers, 0 jumps. We're just going to have to deal with this. We're going to poison up that enemy queen and the clan castle. Queen needs to take care of that, and then once that's done, we'll be able to start our hog attack with 4 heals to supplement all those hogs and pretty much crush this base. Queen is going to pop her ability just to help out with those last couple defenses. Everything helps right there, as well as for the pathing. As soon as that last air defense or that first air defense goes down, look at the pathing for these hogs. Very, very simple, just going counterclockwise around the base. That little group of hogs at 6 o'clock don't even need a heal. There is no targeting defense until they get to that bomb tower, so just really well thought out. Hitting giant bombs on the outside of the base, but healing at the right spot. The reduction of the damage from the giant bomb to hogs makes it so much easier to not have to react immediately, and you can heal a little bit further after they hit a giant bomb. You don't have to be so quick to heal them, as they'll be able to take it. Pretty sure we could swag this heal here. I don't know if we do. No, we don't. But I don't think that would have been an issue for these hogs to take out that last couple defenses. He has like 5,000 of them, and we're just going to go around the base and watch these hogs clean it up. We've got the queen still alive going around the base cleaning up, and we've got just a bunch of hogs that are going to take that out. So very nice, cool composition, very easy to use. Definitely recommend trying that one out. And Gray's attack, we haven't had him on the channel for a while, but he's back with his bewitched attack, so just bread and butter for him. 2 golems, 10 witches, 10 wizards, I think is the composition, and just coming in and just crushing bases like crazy. So we've got that first jump going in, and dropping the boulders, king, queen right behind everything else. It seems like everything's rerouting in very nicely. The golems are already in. Queen's lagging behind a little bit. We've got a lava hound in the clan castle, which is going to hold the queen back a little, but the boulders and king are going to be able to jump their way through that second jump without any kind of problem. So they're just going to continue to push through. The queen finally breaks that lava hound, and then we've got 2 Teslas on each side. The biggest problem with this, and it's fortunate that the golem has split off, is that X-bow. If that X-bow was still up, this probably would have been a fail, but the golem is tanking for that witch, so she and the skellies can do tons of damage to it and take it out. Otherwise, it probably just would have been sniping all of these witches and all of these Larrys for the rest of the entire battle. We do have a queen that has ability, so maybe she would have gotten that, but she's focused on some of the trash storage buildings, and everything's walking around. Just have a builder hut in the corner that we can't get until probably the last thing in the raid. Queen finally pops ability, and then they're going to have to take out all these builder huts. We've got none at 6 o'clock. We only have it at 9 o'clock. Poisoning it weakens it so that you can hit it very simply. kind of like the straw house. And there we go with our war recap. So shout out to WHF2 for a great job and on hitting a really tough opponent and doing it very well. So wish War and Glory luck in the future, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, share them with your clan members. If you guys enjoy it, you know they will as well and benefit from it. Continue to use these attacks, get used to the different compositions, and use those friendly challenges to your advantage. Continue hitting over and over until you get the strategy down. And then do it some more. Go ahead, get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.